What's up YouTube, back with another full gyro video on the PS5. Forgive me for the dogs in the background, but in this video we actually cooked the enemy team. But even I am not even trying to boast. We did cooked. I cooked, if I might say so myself, as a player who, you know what, we don't got the aim assist. We're not like that. We don't have no target correction, because maybe without that I am actually at a disadvantage, but I am very comfortable with the way this gyro has been growing on me, and if it wasn't for the motion controls I wouldn't even be able to play these types of games. Some people think that their aim is bad, which your aim probably is bad on a controller. Maybe you would have better aim if you was to go on M and K, or maybe if you would add just a little bit of motion to your controller just to even fine-tune your aiming. That would help you a lot, bro. I'm telling you, because I used to play on the controller without gyro, and for me it was hell, bro. It was a fucking journey, and it was not fun. I mean, you just think about it, bro. You come home from work, or you finally buy your PlayStation and you try to load it up. You try to play a game that is trending, such as like Warzone, when Warzone was trending and stuff like that. You load up, you're trying to play, and you're getting absolutely destroyed. You probably see easy kill, and that's probably the only types of kill you can get, like easy kills when someone probably turned their back. But in my case it was horrendous, because I would even see someone turning their back and I still wouldn't get that kill, because I am not used to using analog stick to aim at my target. It might sound stupid, it might sound strange and bizarre, but it is what it is. I am telling the truth, not trying to sell gyro, but bro, come on, bro. I've seen lots of video of people actually talking about how to aim, and none of those videos actually helped me, bro. I had to try a different input. This is a total different input, because it removes aim assist entirely. Yeah, so you know how that go. Someone even accused me of cheating, of being an aimbot user, which actually I am actually a proud. I am very proud of that compliment. I actually take it as a compliment, because I know deep down I am not cheating, because I miss shots a lot in the damn game. So there is no way I could actually be using aimbot. So I actually take those type of stuff as compliments, because that means you're actually doing something good, if you know what I mean. You don't always have to take a negative comment. You can actually try and take something good out of it, and that's what I take out of it, because I really don't use no goddamn aimbot, bro. I try to aim, I try to center, I try to put the crosshair where people would likely to appear, in the center of the screen. I don't hold it down in the fucking ground like a Pokemon is going to pop out of the ground. I center the screen. If you were in a real fight, a real gunfight, you would not be looking down at the ground, bro. Hold the crosshair in the center of the screen. That is all I do, and it helps me a lot. A whole bunch. Rather than for have the crosshair pointing at the ground. I actually saw that in someone's video on how to aim, and it was one of the few things that actually made sense. But as it regards to tracking an enemy and snapping on to an enemy on the average level. I could not do that without gyro. I could not do that with using just a regular old Xbox controller. I could not do that. That's one of the reasons I bought a PlayStation 5, because it has gyro capabilities. The Xbox, on the other hand, is a very disappointing piece of hardware because it shows no signs of evolution. Yeah, maybe we get better graphics and more frames, but the controller is still ass. You know, the PS5, Sony actually did very well this year. Or, well, fuck when me I talk about. Fuck, I mean this year. PS5 has been out for quite some time. But I have no problem. I got it late, and I got it when all the updates and everything has been finalized. You know, some stuff were not well, some stuff were not good on the PS5 when it just released, such as 120 FPS. And with time, I'm sure they release more updates to make it more better for the average user or anyone else using 120 FPS. And throughout that time, I have not had a game or a console. So in all that time, all the updates were just going, and I was just chilling, waiting my time to own one. If you understand what I mean, kind of like a series, like a brand new series. The series is fresh. You gotta probably wait every Wednesday. During the week, you can't watch the seasons because it's that fresh. You gotta actually wait on new episodes. Yeah, it was kind of like that. You gotta actually wait on new updates to make the PS5 what it is today. And I got it late, kind of when time the season is over and all the episodes are actually out. Yeah, I got it that time, so I am late. The game is actually an old game at this point, but I am enjoying the fuck out of it. But I am sorry for the rambling and the nonsense. I am just making a point and a fact that Gyro is superior to the goddamn analog sticks. And I have even proved that with my girlfriend. I've proved it with my wife. You know, she hasn't touched a controller in years, bro. And she's not a gamer person like that, though. You know, she's just an average female who plays the damn game when she feels like, sometimes, not worried about stats and shit like that. So you know right there that she's actually a casual. You know, she was playing no aim assist and she was getting her kills. In her lobbies, she got her skill-based lobbies, stuff like that, and she was getting kills. She was actually aiming. She wasn't the worst without aim assist, bro. Just the use of motion controls and basic aiming tips like aim at the doorway, aim in the center of the screen, stuff like that, bro. And I was telling her that, and she was going on properly. She was handling herself. She was holding her own. And anyone can do it, bro. I literally proved it that day when she was playing. Anyone can do it. And you see, 2.64 KD, bro. That is a very good match. No shit. But you don't know people when I time. Big up on yourself. Like, share, subscribe. Z pre for more gyro content when I time. Big up on yourself.
They're what we call sand habibs.